Hello everyone, this is Harless58 signing on to do a quick video review of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Sorry. Okay, so this phone has been out about 6 months and you probably have been, you're on the fence, you want to get a new phone. And right now you see that this one may be on sale on eBay for the unlocked version or on T-Mobile or any carrier that you may be on. The price has been reduced. And so you want to know if you should get it. Okay, well, 6 months into it, if I would had to advise someone to get this phone, my answer would be maybe. It's a solid maybe. Yes, for a couple of different reasons, and no for a couple of different reasons. First off, yes. Why would you get this phone 6 months out? You'd get this phone 6 months out if you wanted a beautifully designed phone. As you can see here, this phone is absolutely amazingly designed. I really do like what Samsung did with this. I know initially when this phone came out and when the original GS6 came out, everyone said it looked like an iPhone. If you want a phone that doesn't look like an iPhone, I would get this because this is the Edge, and there's no other phone in the market that looks like this. Point blank, plain and simple. So if you want a phone that looks like no other phone that's out there, then I would get this because it's quite simply beautiful. It's rocking pretty much almost the latest hardware. The only phone that could probably one up it in hardware is the Galaxy Note 5, which I currently have, and the review for that one is coming soon. But yeah, I'm not going to do too much specs because I think in this day and age, specs are kind of overrated. This is just for the normal consumer who wants to know if they want to get this phone. Specs are not going to matter. They want to know if the thing works, if it flies, they want to know real world data, not some numbers on a spreadsheet or written down. So yes, you should get this phone if you want a phone that is beautifully designed and looks like nothing else on the market. Okay. Yes, you should get this phone if you want an awesome camera because the camera is second to none almost. I mean, the Note 5 is a great camera as well, but it has the same hardware. So this camera is amazing. The best camera on the Android market apart from the Note 5. I would say in the smartphone market. I'm not a big iPhone user, so I wouldn't be able to compare too much, but I have seen, pictures that are compared and other bloggers that have compared, and this camera, it pretty much, it makes the iPhone 5 look bad, pretty much, in my opinion. So also, you should get this phone if you want a fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner on this is pretty good. See that? It's pretty fast. Let's see if I can clear some of my notifications so you guys don't see them. Sorry about that. I should have probably put this on Bluetooth. So yeah, so it's just tap. And it works. Okay, it's a little bit slower, I would say, than the Note 5, but the Note 5 is brand new, and so yeah. So yes, who else should get this phone? If you want a beautiful screen, this is a 2K display, and it looks amazing. Again, there's basically nothing else that can compete with this phone besides the Note 5. The blacks are blacker than black. The colors are just vibrant. Everything on the screen pops. Everything just looks really great and crisp. Samsung also has this mode built in where if you're in direct sunlight, it'll kick up the brightness, even brighter than, the maximum brightness on this, which is great. So you can see in direct sunlight, which no other manufacturer is doing, at least as far as, to my knowledge. Also, you should get this phone if you want a compact design. Yes, I know this is like a 5.2 inch screen and, everybody thinks that's huge, but in this day and age, that's pretty much small. It's probably about the same imprint as the iPhone 6, and it has a larger display. So yes, so you should get this phone if you want an awesome camera, beautiful design, great screen. So yeah, those are the people that should get this phone. You should not get this phone if you want great battery life. Battery life on this is, it sucks. Now I do have the T-Mobile version, and I think that there could be some problems there. It could be carrier specific because my mother has the same phone on AT&T and she has no problems whatsoever. So it could be carrier specific. But I know across the board when I've spoken to people or if you go on forums, everyone says that this battery life is not that great. So if you want awesome battery life, then don't get this phone. I really think Samsung could have done better in terms of the battery that they put in here. Just a bigger battery so it could have had longevity. So yeah, you should also not get this phone if you want the latest and greatest because the Note 5 just came out. Okay, came out a couple weeks ago. This is not the latest and greatest. It's 6 months old. So you should not get this phone. You also should not get this phone if you want a phone that is comfortable to hold in the hands. With a case, it does well, but it is a little sharp in the edges. It doesn't bother me too much, but to each his own. It is a little sharp because, you know, because of the curved edges. So this is not as, it's not as big of a side to grip on, you know, versus, you know, you're gripping here. It is a lot more. Okay. You also should not get this phone if you want a phone that has amazing speaker quality. Now the speaker is facing the bottom. It's not rear facing, so that's a little bit better, but it's not on the front. And so because of that, you know, you're not going to get a great entertainment experience. Let's see who else. You also should not get this phone if you do not want a phone that is not a fingerprint magnet. As you can see just from this video alone, there are lots of fingerprints, especially on the front of the device. Okay. And so, yeah, so that is basically it. You should get this phone, as I already stated, if you want a great display, if you want an amazing camera, if you want a beautiful display, design. Also, if you are in the Android ecosystem, even if you're not in Samsung ecosystem and you love Android, you should get this phone because I think that it is probably, even though the battery life sucks, it is one of the best smartphones that you can get on the market. Now, to combat that, this does have quick charging. This phone charges amazingly fast. In 15 minutes, you know, you can go from 75% to just about 100% in that time. So that's not bad. So, you know, if you do drive a lot or you commute a lot, you can pop this in the charger whenever you're commuting so your battery can stay topped off, or you can carry an external battery pack. I know that doesn't solve the problem of the battery should just be good to begin with. I completely agree. And I will speak on that on the Note 5 review. But then you should not get this phone if you want great battery life. If you want a phone that's not a fingerprint magnet, you shouldn't get this phone if you want, you know, good entertainment, because it's, I mean, in my opinion, you know, front-facing speakers are going to be better than bottom-facing ones. And if you want something that you can hold without a case that feels good in hand, I don't really think you should get this. In my opinion, it's fine, but everyone else says that it's bad, so it's a little sharp. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know if you can call this a review. I wanted to keep it short. I didn't want to make it too long, keep it under 8 minutes, but I just wanted to give you reasons why you should get this phone and why you shouldn't. Overall, I think you can get this phone now unlocked for under $600, I think, or maybe $700. I would not get the regular Galaxy S6 version of this because I just think that this one looks a lot better. Now, I noticed throughout this whole video, I didn't say anything about the Edge features because, in my opinion, they suck. I mean, there's nothing compelling in that arena as far as, you know, would make you want to get this device. I think that you would get this device simply because of, you know, not because of this, because of Edge people. I don't think that that's why you would get this device. You get it because it looks cool, pretty much. And so you're going to pay for that. It's going to cost a little bit more. I didn't touch on expandable storage because I mean, I guess we can speak on it. You shouldn't get this phone if you want expandable storage. Look how easy that was. Okay, so it's Harless58 signing off with this review of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. I hope I was able to answer all questions. 6 months out, this is probably a top 3, top 4 Android device, even just smartphone period, that I would seriously consider if you're looking for a device. All right, thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.